Unstoppable power. Collision, Coco Gauff dominates hard courts with perfect 9-0 final record. Trophy. There are stories in sports that transcend time, stories that ignite passion, fuel dreams, and redefine what it means to be a champion. Coco Gauff's story is one such tale, a saga of resilience, brilliance, and unstoppable willpower. At just 21 years old, Gauff has achieved what many seasoned veterans only dream of, a perfect 9-0 record in hard court finals. From the bright lights of the U.S. Open to the intense humidity of the Wuhan Open, Coco has proven time and again that pressure doesn't break her, it builds her. Every swing, every serve, every moment on the court is a reflection of a young woman who refuses to be ordinary. She doesn't just play tennis, she commands it, the beginning of greatness. Born in Delray Beach, Florida, in 2004, Coco Gauff was destined for greatness. Even before she held a racket, her parents instilled in her the discipline of athletes and the courage of dreamers. Her father, Corey, a former basketball player, became her coach. Her mother, Candy, a teacher, taught her humility and balance. When Coco burst onto the world stage at Wimbledon 2019, defeating her idol Venus Williams at just 15, the world took notice. The whispers became roars. A new era was dawning. But no one, not even her most devoted fans, could have predicted the dominance she would unleash on hard courts in the years to come. The hard court queen emerges. Hard courts, fast, punishing, and brutally honest, are the ultimate test of a player's versatility. The surface rewards power, speed, and strategy in equal measure. And Coco Gauff? She mastered all three. Her movement is poetry in motion. Her forehand, once a target for opponents, has transformed into a weapon of destruction. Her serve, blistering and precise, sets the tone. But her greatest strength lies in something unseen: mental toughness. When the crowd roars, when the stakes are highest, Coco steps forward. She feeds on pressure, transforming nerves into energy, fear into focus. That's why, in 9 hard court finals, she has never lost. The early triumphs, 2021 to 2023, before she became the world beater she is today, Coco Gauff had to endure heartbreak. In early tournaments, she faced narrow defeats that tested her patience and resolve. But every loss was a lesson. In 2021, she began to find rhythm. Quarterfinals, semifinals, and then her first big hard court title in 2022 at the Auckland Classic. Her breakthrough came not just from physical growth, but from emotional maturity. She learned when to attack, when to defend, and when to simply breathe. Then came the 2023 season, the spark that lit the fire. She dominated Washington, D.C., conquered Cincinnati, and then fulfilled her lifelong dream, winning the U.S. Open. That title cemented her place in history. No longer was she the promising teenager. She was the champion of America. The U.S. Open 2023, a defining moment. It was September 2023. Arthur Ashe Stadium was electric. The night air buzzed with anticipation as millions watched the young American take on Aryna Sabalenka, the fierce Belarusian powerhouse. The first set didn't go as planned, 2-6. But Coco didn't panic. She looked into the crowd, saw her parents, and smiled. She knew who she was. Then came the shift. Gauff's defense turned impregnable. Every shot Sabalenka fired came back faster, sharper, deeper. The roars grew louder, and Coco fed off them. She stormed through the next 2 sets. 6-3, 6-2, collapsing to the ground in tears of triumph. At 19, she became the youngest American to win the U.S. Open since Serena Williams in 1999. The echoes of Serena's power and Venus's grace lived through Coco that night. But more importantly, that victory started her perfect final streak on hard courts. The perfection continues. After New York, Coco Gauff didn't rest. Champions rarely do. She went back to grind, training, traveling, evolving. Each tournament became another chapter in her growing legacy. She captured titles in Doha, San Diego, and finally Wuhan. Each victory a showcase of her dominance. She faced veterans, rising stars, and top seeds. None could stop her. Her record in finals? A flawless 9-0 on hard courts. It's a number that symbolizes not just dominance, but consistency under fire. In every final, she brought her best, like clockwork, like destiny. Wuhan Open 2025, the crown of Asia crown. The 2025 Wuhan Open was the ultimate test. The field was stacked. Jessica Pegula, Aryna Sabalenka, IJ Swiatek, all hungry, all dangerous. But Coco moved through the draw with a champion's calm. In the final, she met Jessica Pegula, her friend, mentor, and sometimes doubles partner. It was an all-American showdown, a clash of generations and styles. Pegula brought precision and experience. Gauff brought fire and flair. The result? Coco Gauff 6-3, 6-4, a straight sets masterclass. She smiled as she lifted the trophy, her 9th straight hard-court final win, sealing her perfection with grace. The Chinese crowd chanted her name, "Go Coco," as fireworks lit up the night sky. That victory didn't just add another title. It marked her as the undisputed queen of the hard courts. The Serena success of the world had been waiting for. The mind of a champion. Behind every victory lies an unseen battle. For Coco, that battle has always been within. She's spoken openly about self-doubt, about learning to silence the noise and focus on what matters. The game. She studies matches like a scholar. Every forehand she missed, every serve she mishit becomes data for improvement. Her maturity is astonishing for her age. Calm under chaos, humble in triumph, composed in defeat. And when asked about her unbeaten final streak, she simply smiles. It's not about perfection. It's about believing that I can always be better. That mindset, hungry yet grounded, is what separates good players from legends. The power of representation. Coco Gauff's dominance isn't just athletic, it's cultural. She represents a new generation of athletes who blend excellence with empathy, power with purpose. She uses her platform to speak on social justice, mental health, and equality. She stands as a symbol for young black girls everywhere, a reminder that greatness isn't reserved for others. It's something you can build step by step with courage and hard work. Like Serena and Venus before her, Coco carries a torch of inspiration. The future awaits. The story doesn't end here. The next Grand Slam, the next WTA 1000, the next global spotlight, they're all waiting for Coco Gauff. As she continues her journey, one thing is certain, she's not slowing down. The drive that got her here will push her further, to more titles, more milestones, more moments that make history. And with every serve she delivers, with every fist pump and victory cry, she inspires millions to chase their own version of greatness. The reign of Coco Gauff crown. Coco Gauff is not just a tennis champion. She's a symbol of power, perseverance, and purpose. Her perfect 9-0 record in hard court finals isn't a statistic. It's a statement. A declaration that destiny favors those who believe, work, and never back down. From Delray Beach to New York, from Washington to Wuhan, Coco Gauff's journey is a living, breathing masterpiece. She is the future of tennis. She is the heartbeat of a generation. She is unstoppable power. Collision, Trophy 9 finals, 9 victories, 1 queen of the hard courts. Crown, thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share. Till next time.